You're invited to a concert. Your friends are pumped. You say yes because you're supposed to be excited. But the second you walk in, your chest tightens. The noise hits like a physical wall. Someone bumps into you and doesn't apologize. Within 5 minutes, you're not listening to music. You're counting exit routes. Your brain is screaming, abort mission, fake an emergency, leave immediately. You're not anxious. You're not antisocial. You're not broken. Your nervous system is just processing information everyone else's brain deleted before they even noticed it existed. Most people walk into a crowded room and their brain instantly deletes 90% of the chaos. That guy's laugh 3 conversations over, gone. The flickering light above the bar, erased. The 17 overlapping voices, filtered out. Your brain? It's recording all of it in high definition with director's commentary. Every shoulder brush, every tonal shift, every micro expression that flashes across a stranger's face for half a second. It's like everyone else downloaded the basic software and you got the premium package with every feature turned on and no way to uninstall it. Psychologist Elaine Aron found that 15 to 20% of people have this wiring, sensory processing sensitivity. Your brain notices everything, remembers everything, and never lets anything go. You're not overthinking. You're just actually thinking while everyone else is on autopilot. And here's the part that'll make sense of your entire life. You probably think this is a flaw you need to fix. It's not. This trait is why your genetic line survived long enough for you to exist. 10,000 years ago, while the extroverts were laughing around the campfire, your ancestors were the ones who heard the predator approaching, who noticed the poisonous plant, who sensed danger in the silence everyone else ignored. You don't hate crowds because you're weak. You hate crowds because your brain never stopped being a threat detection system in a world that no longer has predators. Your discomfort isn't a disorder. It's an alarm that never learned to turn off. But if this kept humans alive, why does a trip to Target feel like psychological warfare? Because you're not just processing what you see and hear. You're processing what everyone feels. Walk into a crowded space and your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone. Your brain's threat detector lights up like you're being chased, except you're just standing in line at Starbucks. And here's the brutal part. Everyone else in that line, they're stressed too, cortisol spiking, anxiety humming. Your brain absorbs all of it. You're not just managing your own stress, you're accidentally downloading 100 people's emotional states like some kind of empathy antenna you never asked to install. Psychologists studying emotional contagion found that stress hormones are socially transmitted. Being near stressed people makes you stressed. This is why you need 3 business days to recover from a 2-hour dinner party. You weren't socializing, you were running an emotional processing center for everyone in the room. This doesn't make you special in a good way. It makes you exhausted in a very real way. But it does make you something else. Perceptive. While everyone else is vibing on the surface, you're reading the subtext nobody's saying out loud. The person who's about to have a panic attack, the tension in a room before anyone raises their voice, the friend who's smiling but not okay. A 2023 study found that people with heightened sensory processing sensitivity score significantly higher on emotional intelligence and environmental awareness. You notice patterns, shifts, details. That's not a weakness, that's a radar most people don't have. The problem isn't you, it's that modern society was designed for people who don't actually pay attention. Shopping malls with fluorescent lighting, open offices with no walls, concerts where you can't hear yourself think. All built for brains that filter, not brains that process. You're not too sensitive. The environment is too chaotic for anyone paying attention. So here's what you stop doing. Stop asking, what's wrong with me? Start asking, which environments let me exist without fighting my own nervous system? Not all crowds are the same. A nightclub with strobing lights and bass you feel in your chest, sensory hell. A quiet bookstore with space to breathe might be fine. Audit your exposure. Learn the difference between crowds that drain you and spaces that just have people in them. Second, set boundaries without guilt. If everyone's going out and you'd rather stay home, that's not missing out. That's self-preservation. You don't owe anyone an explanation for protecting your nervous system. Third, design your social life around your wiring. Small groups, quiet environments, time limits, early exits. You're not antisocial, you just need a different format. And finally, recover without apology. If you need 2 days alone after being around people, that's not weakness. That's what happens when your brain processes more in 2 hours than most people notice in 2 weeks. Here's the truth nobody says out loud. You're not avoiding life by skipping the crowded bar. You're protecting your ability to show up where it actually matters. The people who matter don't need you in a crowd. They need you present. And you can't be present when your nervous system is screaming like a car alarm that won't stop. Stop apologizing for needing space. Start recognizing what that space protects. Because the people who hate crowds, they're usually the ones who notice everything everyone else is too distracted to see. The ones who sense danger before it arrives. The ones who create actual depth in a world drowning in noise. You're not broken. You're just refusing to pretend the noise is music. If this resonated with you, you're going to love our next video. Please like, share, and click subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.